Oh boy.
Ooh, do you even remember my intro? It's been like 40 episodes.
I remember the goddamn intro. It's just weird because it's just me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. I to all of you currently watching right now, as you can tell by the Google Hangout deal, that I am the only one here other than Montana, who's right there. But he said he's not going to stay on.
I didn't say that.
Liar.
No, I said I could do a podcast today. I'd just rather not do it just you and me.
Well, I think you're hamstring, buddy, because I think this might be the dream might have just come true, guys. The coach show might have just come true because we have the only other person that has no relevance in the podcast that will not chime in. And if he does, we probably won't hear him anyway, which is Montana.
It's true.
So, boy, man, I hope all tray tables and seats are in the upright and back position. Pull out the fucking puke bag because, ladies and gentlemen, coach is taking over. Hat's got to come off. Hat's got to come off. This is real. This is real deal. Come on, there we go. Spike it up a little bit. Spike it up. Let's get crazy. Let's get Mad Max in here. All right. There we go. That's better. Oh boy. I don't even know how to start the show off. I really don't. I'm all giddy. It's just me. I'm nervous now because I always wanted it to be just me for like one episode, but now it really is just me.
I can leave if you want.
No. You have to stay here for me to
breathe every once in a while.
Yeah, like I need I need someone to, I don't know, do something. Yes, Mad Medic. F stands for fucking A, man. It's gonna be great, guys. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, if you leave on a smoke break, I'm just doomed. I'll just stop the broadcast.
Yeah, you are fucked, aren't you? Smoke break. I don't know what you're talking about. Smoke break.
Oh well. Fresh air.
Fresh air. There we go. Get with the times. No Kyle or no Chico, apparently. I don't know. We haven't heard from them. There might have been a nuclear bomb gone off, and conveniently, Orange City, Iowa, is and wherever Montana's from is the only place that weren't hit. So,
Montana.
Oh shit! Okay, now we're saved.
Do we have a robot or do we have a human?
I mean, I know the title of the show is Uncle Mark is Back, so
at least we have his wonderful picture here.
He's here in spirit right now.
There he is in all his glory.
Yes! We haven't started yet, so just settle down.
Let me get Audacity up while my laptop's still thinking. Oh God, I can't wait for Friday.
Even Gordon turned us down. Oh my God, what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen?
Wait a minute,
Gordon turned me down.
Oh man.
You know what?
He's been hurt one too many times.
He did say in his message he was hurt. I don't know about physically or mentally, but he's been hurt. So, hi, Mark.
Hey, I got waves.
You got waves?
I got waves.
I haven't started mine yet. Montana, you might as well record, buddy.
Oh, well, that was the plan.
I'm gonna go get
do it or no balls.
I'm gonna get my beer. I'm gonna get my beer. Hang on.
I don't know what do it or no balls means from Whatever, but I'm going to start recording and I have waves. I'm not clipping, so I should be good. I did sound a little. Tell you the truth, I didn't even listen to the last episode. I've been so busy with all the. Never mind. I've just been busy with life, but whatever. I gotta stop looking at my phone. Okay, phone off.
Montana, that's a healthy growth you got there.
Isn't it right? Like,
Thanks. I'll have to go get it removed someday.
It's almost majestic at this point.
I would say majestic. Yes, I would say majestic. It's almost William Hagwood worthy.
I don't know about that. He's got quite a bit of length on me.
He's got the length, but you got the girth, and I've heard the girth counts towards with the ladies. So
who else turned us down now that I'm finally back?
It's us, buddy. Until you joined, it was just gonna be me. Now, I don't know if you want to cut out right now and literally hear what just me sounds like.
I've heard what just you sounds like.
Because I have no show notes. I have no direction. I have no one other than Montana and you to cut me off. And let's just say your batting average is not the greatest at cutting me off. So
I've been polite.
I know, and you got to stop doing that.
I know. They tell me I should rotten up sometimes. Hey, I'm going to my first store championship this weekend.
Lucky you.
What are you flying?
I'm
Hold
flying.
on, should we save this for the actual fucking podcast? I mean,
Well,
Oh yeah, I guess we should.
I mean, unless we just want to have this just ramble on. I mean, I guess I'm okay with that.
Ramble
Let's do some
Sing my
snaps.
song.
Let's make Ontopsky happy, right? And
Oh,
do our
geez.
snaps. So I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it like I was told to do it.
Is it on
Ready?
three,
Is
or is it
everybody
on
ready?
hesitation 3?
Okay, this is a test. I'm gonna do it 3, 2, 1, and then we snap.
Can we not do a test? It really sucks to edit when you do multiple snaps.
We didn't snap. We didn't snap yet. I just said test. That's why I said test before.
Okay.
So everybody ready?
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. That actually could be a cute little like end of the deal because we got nothing, guys. We got nothing to fucking talk about. What we're going to talk about is mostly how much it sucks to podcast. If I get people on to do that. But other than that, we're going to talk a bunch of shit about how much Australia, excluding Mark Ventham, sucks and how New Zealand's going to win everything.
Well, it sounds like they're going to be getting stuff. I was talking to Padre. He said he's got.
Oh, they got
a
a ton of stuff. They got a ton of stuff. It sounds like AJ is going to be coming on a little sooner than normal. If she's up to that, I see she's in the chat already. But basically, because it's just me and Mark, we need help. But whatever. So, I did. I threw it out to my super secret. Wait. Let's see. Doing the balls. Always speak like crate. Need some help. Gordon Berger's absolutely right. Nope. You promised. I vote. See, now they're all fucking okay. We might have to get Dutch on a little later.
Okay. I was having a catastrophe there.
Wait, how the fuck did Bruno vote for Dutch? Bruno, what the fuck? You need to get on here, buddy. No, fuck you, Bruno. You're coming on. We're going to see how this goes for like the first 20 minutes. And no whiskey. I mean, I had whiskey at golf, but I'm drinking beer on the show.
I'm about ready to free
Sure
you.
you are.
I'm going to free you from the Gordon rule.
I mean,
I'm not sure Mark has that power.
Of course, Mark has all power. I mean, I do have the 114 right here. It's like it's staring me in the face.
There's less
Every
in that model
podcast.
than there was in the last couple.
No, no, no.
Yep.
Kyle is a liar, and he just thought that was funny that he posted the whatever next to the whatever.
So I call that hot standby.
Mark, you have quite a bit of catching up to do, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, sure.
And then we'll figure out where we're gonna go from there. So
Did you like my add-in that I sent Chico for the second half of the last week's show?
oh yes, I did. That was that was actually a very terrible job of impersonating me. But I mean, I A for effort, buddy. A for effort.
I wasn't trying to impersonate you.
You
I
went
was
like
doing me.
super loud to super quiet, and nobody could understand the rest of it. But that's okay. That's all right. That's why you're not the host, and I am. You're just the co-host.
Okay.
And the lifeblood of this show. So
I thought Padre did a good job.
I was pretty impressed with Padre, yeah.
I was very impressed with Padre. Except I remember us saying like he had a 15-minute window for like his rant, and then we're supposed to boot him. This is like late night TV, ladies and gentlemen. The guests just don't stay on for the entire show. I mean, that's what the town hall's for, and that's what everything else is for. But Coach is going to start pounding out what OCX radio is really about, because we're gonna up them numbers, baby. We're gonna.
So I checked out the OCX rating on the Hornet Squadron podcast, and I can't catch Sloot on downloads. I'm only 2 behind Chico, and I'm stomping all over you, Coach.
I want to.
Sounds about right.
I want to call bullshit on that fucking episode, because I don't think that episode was plugged as well as it should have been. I paved the way. I paved the way for basically the patch over of Hornet Squadron, and I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like that is the episode everyone should go listen to, whether you're a fan or not.
I did.
Oh, I know you did. But so it looks like AJ is going to join us in 30 minutes. So we have 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Time to rock.
Full Monty style OCX radio. I mean, we're just going to bear it all.
Keep your shirt on, will you, please?
Oh my God, I'm going to keep my shirt on.
Thank you.
That'd be great.
Was that a bad idea or what? Holy shit. I do not look good from the waist up.
It was
waist down. I'm fucking phenomenal. But waist up? No, that was just a bad idea.
It was mildly disturbing the first time, and then just out of control the rest of the time.
Excuse me, I've only had my shirt off on the show once. Chico's had his shirt off 3 times, so
I haven't had my shirt off, and you couldn't see me anyway if I did.
Because we don't allow you to have a webcam, so that's why.
I'll have one next week.
I know. Okay, we'll get into the giddiness of you getting a new computer after the show officially starts. So I think we should probably do that now. Good morning, X-Wing. Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio podcast. Time rocking it. Nope, that's not it. That's sort of like it. But
live
coming to
from
you
downtown Orange City, Iowa.
Orange City, Iowa.
Jesus,
it's not a real podcast from OCX Radio if Coach doesn't mess up the intro. You're welcome, everyone.
Okay, legit. How many times have I done that? Like, what episode are we on?
61.
61 times, and I still can't.
No, we're at least over 120 because you do it twice almost every episode.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed, we're coming live from downtown Orange City, Iowa, and this is your one and only, the one and only Coach Kroll. Join with me only back again from the dead. Wow, that was a long pause.
Like
Mainly because
looking for words.
He's been gone for so long. This was supposed to be the Coach Kroll or Coach show, but Mark decided to show up. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Uncle Mark, he's back.
Da 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 da.
No, you
da,
do.
Da, da da da. Hey, Coach.
That's not your signature sound, Mark.
Okay. You're going to make me do it.
I'm going to make you do it.
Ryan Ledford is now falling off his chair laughing hysterically.
There we go. That's the Uncle Mark sound. Do you realize we made you do that subconsciously just to let us know that you actually had a working microphone?
And I was still here.
And you were still here. Oh, man.
It's been 6 weeks, and I'm back.
Has it been 6 weeks?
Actually, probably 7 because Jill is 6 weeks out of surgery. So,
holy shit. Damn, dude.
And she just started physical therapy today. And we're getting through this.
Good. I mean, we're going to get your whole lowdown here in a second, but
Sure.
I just want to introduce new listeners to who you are. Because apparently you've been gone for 7 fucking weeks.
A long time, yeah.
You realize we might have picked up like 100 new listeners who have no idea who Uncle Mark is, which is
6 new co-hosts.
Pretty sure neither of those things happened.
Oh, hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just because it's just me and Mark showed up, our producer extraordinaire, the man behind the show, the one that we should all pay homage to. Literally, we all should pay homage to. He's the only one that makes the show work, except for me, because we all know that I really make the show. But he's the one that gives you me, so we should all say hi to John Montana. Hi, buddy.
Great to be back. I finally tunneled out from all the snow. Being July, it's finally gone.
I'm glad that your snow is gone because I'm ready for snow to come. Sick and tired of this fucking heat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. It's hypocritical, but I want snow. Anyway, wow, that was a riveting response, guys.
You wanted this to be a solo show. I'm just trying to help along.
That's what we call in the podcast world a setup, and you're supposed to knock it down.
You're 457.6 miles to my left, and I can't reach that far to slap you.
That's true. But you know what? I feel like the slap that I'm going to be getting at Gen Con is going to be like a lot of months worth. So like we're going to film it.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
It's going to be good. All right. So now that everyone's introduced and everyone's who's on the show, now let's talk shit about the rest of the co-hosts. So
cool.
Man, Chico sucks balls.
I thought he had. I thought he didn't have a life. I thought. Yeah. I mean, Wednesday night was just for
It's pretty sad when a guy doesn't have a life that he can't even make a fucking weekly podcast. But when he can't make a weekly podcast, I guess we have to go even further and say, I don't know, maybe judging X-Wing has truly put him off the edge. And he's just in a cardboard box right now, repeating over and over that you cannot do whatever Hera does with the U-Wing and people are dumb.
Or he found out you can tractor beam a ship off the board.
No, I'm going to go with no on that one. Okay. Mine is much better. So,
okay. Well, thank you.
It was a good attempt. You're a little rusty, Mark. I like where your head's at. It's good, but you're a little rusty. You need to pick it up a little bit.
In case something terrible actually happened to our co-hosts, I hope they're all right. How do them?
Wait, no, that's a legit. Okay, if something literally bad happened to them,
right?
I feel like they would. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you're not.
I'm not, because they would. They know me better than that.
Like, yes. Come on.
This has to go to the worst depths of everything. So Chico having to go to the. I'm not even going to make up facetious stories about where they are right now. So we're just going to leave that they're assholes and they didn't show up tonight. So
I surmise that Sloot's kids have stole the power plug to his laptop or to his computer.
I'm going to go with he had McDonald's last week, right? So I'm going to guess Erica gave him McDonald's this week, and his supersized Coca-Cola spilled all over his keyboard and leaked down into his feet. I don't know. Whatever. You know what, guys? They're in the past. We're going to be ushering into the future, which is it's the Kroll and Mark. It's the Coach and Mark show.
It's 2.0.
It's 2.0, baby.
Oh, wait. The townies took 2.0. 2.A/section subsection A 2.231.
Okay. OCX 2-1 subsection A paragraph 3 sentence B.4. Whatever. We're not talking any of it. We're done. We're done. We're going to get back to X-Wing.
You need to quit talking dirty to me like that, because I'm an old tabletop wargame player, and if you saw my advanced squad leader rulebook, you would know I just got excited.
You get excited about a lot.
He is our representative for Vigaro, so.
Okay. Oh, my God. Let me know if you need another body for tonight. All right. Did we go half an hour? We didn't cover. Okay, so I'm getting now some feedback, and some of you may or may not join the show. We'll see. Depends if I like you or not. Just kidding. I love you all. Mark, I want to hear how your 7 weeks, all of it, in detail, have gone.
Well, how's it going? It's been interesting.
I mean, you're gonna condense this to 2 minutes, right?
Oh, now you're putting a time.
I know.
Everything in detail in 2 minutes.
That's perfect.
It's bad hosting abilities, but go.
Surgery on June 5th. Got home 9 days later.
Oh my God! I'm just kidding. Give us the full story, buddy. We all care about you.
It's okay. I could go fast. I prefer not to, but I can go fast. But
well, it hurts the calves, right? When you go fast.
Yeah, cramping up and all that stuff.
Go ahead, buddy. You do what you do.
We got home in good shape. Jill's dealing with a lot of nerve pain and a lot of muscle spasms. We've been back to St. Louis to see her surgeon. She's on schedule. We appreciate the thoughts and prayers of all the groupies and the OCXers out there. Special thanks to Padre. He's been talking to me about every other day, asking about her. And of course, we've always we're all been concerned about his health. She's just frustrated because yes, she's on schedule, but it's not on her schedule. It's pretty much how the doctor said it was going to be. And he says, in 6 months you're going to feel great, and she'd like to feel great now.
What was the surgery she had?
She has thoracic outlet syndrome, which is a compression of the nerve bundles coming from your neck down your arms, and they are compressed between, basically it's under your collarbone, between the two muscle groups, the pectoralis major and minor. And with her job, she's a court reporter. She has her arms extended all the time, and that builds up scar tissue from the muscles. And so they, pardon me, I'm wheezing. They had to relieve a lot of scar tissue. Plus, they took two muscles out of her neck and the top rib on her left side. Took it out. So, excuse me. So the incisions have all healed up. She had releases on both sides. The pec minor releases where they cut that away from the top rib to open up the path. Good news, she's had her neck since surgery, but now she's being processed today. So it's one day at a time, one step at a time, and we'll get through this. We'll get through this. The other exciting news is Uncle Mark's getting a new laptop delivered Friday. So I should be, yeah. Hopefully my Wi-Fi here will work on this.
Now, a lot of you out there in chat world may not care, or podcast world may not care, but man, do we care?
Yes, I personally, I am super excited.
Man, holy shit, we have gone 62 episodes on Mark's fucking, like, he literally has to start up a generator to fucking get his goddamn computer running or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been on the kickstart. It's
okay.
Exactly where I was going with that.
So now, Mark, you done? You good?
Sure, I'm good.
I want to say that we have all been praying for Padre's physical health. There's nothing we can do about his mental health.
Exactly.
Like, that is
Gone.
There's no help there. Like, that man is.
He hangs out with us.
That's in the good Lord's hands there. But you know what? I'm getting a lot of feedback here. So what I think we're gonna do is we're going to treat this as a regular late night TV show. So we're gonna start inviting people on to do, and I stress the need of inviting people on for 15 minutes. They get 15 minutes to discuss. Okay, let's stretch that. They get 20 minutes to discuss what they would like to discuss, and we're going to do that until commercial. So, for those of you who are listening, please direct your messages to me only. Because, man, I have 17 Facebook groups open right now, and it's a little daunting. So let's get a familiar face on right away. I sent it to him. Let's see if he pays attention. And then I have let's see. Maybe I should pronounce these. Okay, so we have Ontopsky. Not on deck, but he is the first person on the show tonight. If he gets his email on deck, there he is. There's Ryan Ontopsky. On deck, Dutch, you're on deck. So just be patient, and we'll get you on. Ladies and gentlemen, no introduction needs to be made for this wonderful X-Wing player. It is the one, the only Ryan Ontopsky. What's up, Ryan?
Not too much tonight. Guess just kind of waiting for Gen Con now.
I would like to preface in saying Montana looks like this is going to be a YouTube poll from the beginning.
That's okay with me.
Oh, he's got his badge. See, I made the mistake apparently and didn't get my badge mailed, so I'll be waiting in line for mine.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Now,
It goes pretty quick.
Okay.
Mark, don't lie to him. Did I not tell you to get yours mailed to you?
I mean, not directly, maybe to the groupies chat. So
I
I
told
probably missed that.
everyone to get them mailed to him. It's
Not
a
when I
good
saw
thing.
what the cost was going to be.
It's a
Yeah.
good thing Chicago is going, so he'll butt you into line in the most glorious, fashionist way. But you'll probably get your badge before everyone else in the 1,000-person line does. So
He might not have technically lived in Chicago, but he's got the attitude.
I got a friend that's the same way. He's got the I can get anything I want attitude.
Yeah. It's a little scary when he drives that way, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please, it's a hell of a good time. So, now that we have a guest on the show, Ryan, what would you like for us to discuss for the next 15 minutes?
What is everyone's plans for Gen Con? What do they have lined up?
Ooh. I'm going to go last.
2.0.
Go ahead, Mark.
2.0, second session, and then Nationals on Friday.
Now, Mark, did you sign up for the $80 2.0 tournament?
Yes,
Sucker. Oh, did we lose him?
okay.
Oh, there he is. Okay. No, I wish I, one, had the money to do the 2.0 tournament, but two, had the time. I unfortunately have to go to a wedding on Saturday night, so I have to leave Gen Con early, and therefore Thursday is my dealer hall day. And I can't do any 2.0. So, and I need to get that sweet prize raffles for the OC Games and Comics Store Championship, where we are going to have a raffle all day of pretty much every 2.0 stuff I get. So,
Well, that's pretty cool.
yeah, it's going to be amazing. So, if you haven't gotten your store championship win yet and are in a 4-hour driving range of OC Games and Comics, you should definitely come down because it's going to be great. We're going to have pizza, and we're going to have beer, and we're going to have raffles, and we're going to have singing because the Omaha guys are coming up and they like to sing. So,
Yeah, I would say the prizes are like beyond the regional level at this point. It's going to be pretty great.
oh yeah, the prizes are crazy good. Like it's better than past times. I mean, Dion would probably argue with me, but no, they're better than past times. So 8-hour drive, Kiefer? Yes, it's worth it. Especially when you can stay over at Coach's house and we're gonna have a bonfire afterwards. So
OC Games and Comics. How far away are you?
well, we're Orange City, Iowa. Believe me, anyone who comes and doesn't want to put up for a hotel, I can fit 20 people in my basement. So
20, huh?
probably
Set up the
more
fire
than
code?
that. Yeah, I can probably fit more than that.
12 hours is quite a drive.
Whew, that's a ways.
Yeah.
Hey, can you drive?
That's
How
the
far
same
is
as
Chicago
me.
from you?
How far is Chicago from me?
Yeah.
3.5, 4 hours?
That's probably not worth it then.
No.
Because you can fly to Fort Dodge, which is 2.5 hours from us, from Chicago, for $50.
Keep that in mind for future stuff, future events.
There you go. Anyway, Mark, you were explaining what you're going to do at Gen Con.
I thought I told you.
Okay. Montana. Okay, see, this is fun. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Montana's inaugural trip to Gen Con.
Right.
Oh,
so
sweet.
pesky child was born during Worlds, so I got to do Gen Con instead. So I didn't plan a whole lot. I'm doing the last big 1.0 tournament, of course. And then I'm just planning on being drug around by everybody else there and just trying to hang out with people. I don't have a whole lot planned. I am going to check out the Vampire Hunter game. I would back that as a Kickstarter. I got to meet that guy there. But other than that, I'm just leaving it open for whatever.
Ryan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the chat, sorry, Kiefer, it's August 18, buddy. August 18, OC Games Comic Store Championship. Don't miss out on it. It's literally going to be a great time. If you want anything signed by Aaron Bonner, that's the place to do it.
You're going to have a side event of the Quidditch beer pong there?
We will probably... I was going to bring that up at the end of the show, but yes, there will probably be some Quidditch Cup going on. We'll discuss that later.
Okay.
So I don't know if we should decide this on air or not, but I just finished making a whole bunch of challenge coins for Patreons, and I did end up with 4 extra.
Wait.
Ooh.
I'm getting 2, right?
I don't know.
No. I'm getting 2.
What are you getting 2 for?
You don't make money to do those challenge coins without me, buddy.
I don't make money ever on challenge coins.
Montana, you're going to bring another one of those to Gen Con, right? Yeah?
Maybe if you're a $20 patron.
Oh. Okay.
Which, by the way, sorry to all the patrons. I haven't mailed those out. I'll get on it hopefully tomorrow.
That's a big sorry to all the patrons right now. We are ramping up for like a crazy it's gonna be like an all-in-one giant package. Like there's gonna be tons of stuff in it. But timing is not. It's a little weird. I'm actually probably gonna release the Patreon card in this episode tonight. Fuck Chico. I don't care. Whatever.
What do you mean release it? Hasn't everybody seen it already?
No, they haven't seen the final picture, the final card. So
okay.
I'm probably going to do that on Facebook sometime, probably during commercial break. But where was it going with this? I don't know.
I don't either. Right? I don't have show notes.
Gen Con?
Gen Con.
None of us have show notes, Mark. You're just abiding the coach. That's what you're doing.
All right, anyway, Coach, what are you doing for Gen Con?
We have 4. So what you're saying is we have 2 extra challenge coins, right?
Something like that. I was thinking about giving one to each of the normal hosts, you and Kyle and Chico.
No, we don't need them. No. I want my 2 for the store champ, and then if whatever left over you have, I'm thinking about just giving them to random people.
How about you can have 2, and I'll give one to Kyle and one to Chico, because I know Chico for sure wants one.
Okay, fine. I need 2. I need 2.
Hey, at least I paid $20 once or twice.
Dude, fuck you. You have the first ever OCX challenge coin ever.
Yes, I do.
Well,
Kiefer
sort of.
is super pissed about that.
It says number 1 on it.
I know, but Kiefer is mad.
I know. I almost feel bad about that.
I have the unmarked prototype.
On Topsky, what do you plan on doing at Gen Con?
It's my first Gen Con. So
Jerry! There's gonna be a couple cherries broke. Oh, I love that.
So because of that, and my wife let me go to Worlds and do all this other stuff throughout all regional season, it's good. We're both going, and we're gonna enjoy it together. The only thing I'm doing X-Wing wise is participating in one of the preview tournaments. I wasn't gonna do it until I saw the prize support, which is actually pretty good for just participating.
Yeah.
I like those alt art cards. They look really nice.
It's pretty
Yes,
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, because before I was like, I'll just get it from my local store, the core set, and I'll get the discount deals of the bundle packs. But then I saw the prize support, and I was like, oh, those look pretty good. So, and beyond that, we're just participating in whatever events we want to do.
Awesome. You're gonna have a great time. I'm super pissed because I know there's a lot of first timers coming to Gen Con, and I have to leave Saturday morning, which is dumb. But happy wife, happy life, guys.
Yep.
That's the motto I'm gonna live by, and it's true. But Wednesday night when we get there, our house. Usually what we do is Wednesday night when we get to Gen Con, we mix up some pretty good drinks. We head to Gen Con and I show everyone who's new the layout of the area, and then we head on to a bar and drink a lot more and have a good time. So I don't know if that's going to happen because we have a house this year, and I'm not sure if it's super like kosher to have a party at the house. If it is kosher, we're definitely going to have the OCX radio Wednesday night Gen Con party at the house. If it's not kosher, in the future, I will pick out a bar and everyone show up there and OCX radio will do something. Other than that, I have a bunch of commitments, and it's basically I'm just going to try to do as much as I can where I can. If you are my first opponent for the Friday tournament, I'm pretty sure I have to bow out after that, but I want my tickets. So if you are the first opponent I get and you beat me, there'll be a pretty good prize for you. Even if you don't beat me and I beat you, there'll be a prize, but it won't be as good as if you beat me. But yeah.
What if it's me?
Your prize is Mark. To have and to hold for the entire week.
When you say Friday tournament, I thought you talking about the X-Wing North American champ. Wasn't that Thursday?
No, the North American Championships is Friday, which is bullshit because it's usually Thursday. They usually did it 2 days. They did round 1 Thursday, round 1 or 2 Friday, and then the cut from the top 2 went on play Saturday. But that's not how they did it this year. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, as long as we get Mark for the whole week, that's all that people care about.
What is the pro tip on how terrible parking is versus taking Uber?
Uber all the time.
Okay.
Uber.
It's $20 at Lucas Oil. And there's usually plenty of parking there, but it's about three city blocks.
I've paid for parking for 4 years, and I could have paid for I could have paid for a very good hotel room on top of what I was paying for my room with parking and whatever. Do Uber. It is. I mean, if you're alone, then maybe go for the parking garage. But if you have 3 people to split it with, Uber all the way. The one good thing about parking yourself is that, say you go into the dealer hall and you buy a bunch of stuff. You're like, I want to go watch some X-Men games and I want to go do this. It's super convenient to just walk to your car, put it all in your car, lock it, and then go back into the convention hall. But man, it will cost you a lot throughout the week. It is $12 in the mall parking lot, which is the best one you're going to get. It's $20 to $25 everywhere else. But if you're staying somewhere, Uber. If you're staying with multiple people and you have a split ride, Uber. They're pretty good about it. Rates are pretty cheap, so I would go Uber. If not, you will find a $12. You'll pay $12 to $20 a day parking at the convention hall. So
Okay. And I got to make sure then before you leave, you get the chance to have some of my wife's cookies that she's bringing to Gen Con.
I'm pretty sure we'll find cookies. I actually feel really bad about the whole way, like, because I know we had a bunch of out of the local group guys. They had to get hotels and this and that. We didn't find this house that we found until literally 2 weeks ago. The way it's going, if this is the house that we think it is and it's got the room, figure on not getting a hotel, any one OCX related, because this will be the OCX house. We're gonna try to lock this one down every single year.
Up to like 20 people or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna have 35 fucking people in here, but up to 20. But yeah. So in the next year, count if you're OCX related and you're going to Gen Con, like, and we know you. You're not like, hey, I joined OCX Radio like last week. Can I get the fucking room fee? No, you're not gonna get that. But anyway, hopefully in the next year, that will be the house to go to. So if you're not staying there, it'll be the place to party at. So
cool.
I think that covered everybody's Gen Con stuff. Any last minute one word questions you have on Topsky?
No, not really. Just all Gen Con related. Because we're 2 weeks out.
2 weeks, buddy. Two and a half.
2 weeks out.
2.5 weeks.
2 weeks on the dot. Yeah, the Wednesday.
Or yeah, 2 weeks till we leave.
Oh, is anyone going to the FFG in-flight report?
You could.
No.
That's a Wednesday night, I think.
Yeah, that's Wednesday night. I'm not. Mark, you going?
Yeah. No work.
I'm going to go with a resounding no on that one. So
I said no. I said no. Did you not hear
We
me?
didn't hear you.
I cut out for a bit, it seems.
Love you, buddy.
But I never been to one, and I'm not sure if they give out free stuff, and it was free to go to.
No, they will not give out free stuff.
You did it wrong. 2 years ago, they gave out a beta copy of the role-playing game. You know, one of the $60 or $70 core books.
Mm-hmm.
And they've handed out a couple of things different times too. It's not something regular. It's when they're feeling frisky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
But
not something
why
they give
will-
like a gift basket to. Like they might give something for their newest game they're coming out with, but no, they don't give any. They haven't in the last 5 years that I've, or 5-6 years that I've gone, and I'd be pretty pissed if yeah, they don't give any. They haven't in the last 5. Don't worry, I muted him.
Thank you. He didn't mute his YouTube.
Ryan,
right.
you and your wife will really enjoy the going through the vendor. We'll have demo games left. You guys can sit down and try a little bit of this or that and everything. It's really interesting.
Yeah, we're both really excited. She's been a con goer for a while too, so it's not just a me thing to take her to. It's both of us.
She's gonna have a great time. I guarantee you. We'll all have dinner at the Ram. Ram has great food, so that's usually where we end up one of the 2 nights. So.
Okay.
Ryan, I'd like to thank you for being on the OCX Radio podcast.
Thanks for having me. See you.
See you, bud. All right. Is he still muted? No, he's not.
Nope, I'm off.
Okay, you need to mute your YouTube.
It's off.
Oh, it's up. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is none other than the Store Championship Slayer himself, Dutch Cuthbert.
Hey guys. Mark, it's good to hear from you, Coach.
Hey, Dutch.
Anna. And Ryan. I actually was chatting with Ryan the other day.
He's gone. We booted him.
Okay.
This isn't like fucking Jimmy Kimmel where we have like 2 guests on the same couch.
So I'm also going to be a first timer at Gen Con.
Virgin!
And I had a couple questions for everybody. First one is after hour plans. I think you sort of went into a little bit of it. Second one will be places to eat. I'm actually staying an extra day just to sort of get in, feel out Indianapolis. I've never been there before, so I like to eat and places to drink. Next one are the goals for the tournament overall. And then one thing that you will miss in version 1.
Oh, wow. You know what? This is fuck you, Dutch. This is way too efficient of a goddamn question for the OCX radio podcast, but we're gonna take it nonetheless. I already forgot the first question.
Okay. So, I guess the first one is after our plans for Gen Con.
Okay, after our plans. As I mentioned before, we have a house. But I feel like we can't invite like everyone to the house, but if you're not doing the problem is the house is over by the Indianapolis Speedway. In fact, it's literally across the street. And so it's a bit of a drive from the convention center. But it is the OCX house. And there's probably going to be something going on party-wise every single night.
Yeah.
But in my past experience, the OCX guys always have something going on. If you want to dabble in like the crates or the gold squadron or something like that, they're kind of sassy pansies about like getting something after hours, as my experience was last year. There's going to be the best bet is probably Thursday night. If you're listening to this podcast or you know somebody who is going to Gen Con and wants to know what's happening, Thursday night or Friday night is your best shot. If they want to know where the party's going down, have them join the OCX Aces Facebook group page because that's where we're going to post it at. It's going to be some bar, some strip club, some club, something. Probably not a strip club because we know better. But it'll be a club or a bar, and there will be a large gathering of a bunch of X-Wing Illuminati or famous people or whatever like that. Yeah, if you want to follow the OCX Aces Facebook group page to know where it's going on at. But there will be something. There will be a big. Maybe that's something I got to get to work on. Organizing. Fuck. See, there's another idea guy thing. Whatever. Next question.
Well, I also forgot to give a shout out to the groupies. It's hey guys, and it's good to be on and see some of you guys again. Sarah Tessum is actually staying at the house that we're renting, so we'll probably hopefully make it by and say hi.
Oh yes, definitely. If you guys don't make it to us, we will make it to you.
Oh, we'll see. It's probably farther out.
There's no doubt about that. Like, I take my fandom seriously, and like, I will go where you guys go.
So next are places to eat. I want a steakhouse and a sushi place.
Okay, number one. Oh well, you nailed it right in the first block. Okay, so when you get to Gen Con, if you go, I don't know my directions very well, but there is St. Elmo's Steakhouse, which is rated number top 10 in the nation or something like that for steakhouses.
They probably need
good steak. You want the steak and the trimmings and the sides and the whole thing. You go to St. Elmo's.
Okay.
The best sushi spot in Indianapolis is conveniently right on the corner of the row that you walk into the convention hall. I cannot tell you the name of it, but like it's super easy to find. Like if you walk out of the, oh my god, I swear it's I can't tell you the direction wise, but the sushi place is right there. Like it's a walk away. So if you meet me, I will be able to, like, you go that way, there's your sushi, you take a left, there's your steak.
What name of the play about that it's a themed restaurant during Gen Con where they have all the troll bites and the
That's the Ram. That's the Ram.
Okay.
A third option, it's not where you would go to get a steak. It's not where you go to get sushi. It's the place you go to get like a really good meal. They're not going to cook the greatest steak, but if you need a separate option to get like a really good meal, like you're going to go, I want like the steak, but I want the mashed potatoes and this, that. The Ram Brewery actually changes their entire menu to fit like a nerd's version of what you would order. So the Ram is... I can't speak better about the Ram. The Ram has been great.
Yeah, I have that on my list, so that's good.
Yeah, it is a great place to go. Their draw beers, their beer list, their food, and their hospitality. The hospitality is the main point. They really make sure they treat Gen Con people like to the top echelon. But they also have everything we're all looking for. So, but if you want the greatest steak in Indianapolis, you go to St. Elmo's. If you want the best shrimp, you go to, I can't fucking say the name, but it's right on the corner there. Anyone will be able to point it out to you. So, your other question was...
What are your goals for the tournament? And I know yours is different because you're leaving, but I'm sure there's going to be others for everybody else on here.
For the Gen Con tournament, yeah, the 1.0 tournament. I'm gonna speak for myself and Kyle. The only reason I have to bow out after the first one is because A, I'm greedy and I want my tickets. But B, I have a BattleTech thing that's been planned for a year, and I have to go to that. I have to, I'm a GM for that, and I have to go to it, and it's during the same time as the Friday tournament. It used to not be, but now it is. So, for Kyle, I don't know if he actually got a ticket for the tournament. Last year really put a sour spoon in our mouths about X-Wing tournaments and Gen Con because we both did well enough to make it to the second day, but they did a 3-round Swiss tournament, which ate up pretty much all of Saturday. And we were left going, wow. So we literally only had Thursday and 2 hours Saturday to do anything else Gen Con related. Which I commend FFG for doing one tournament. It's on Friday, and that's it. That's great. I love that. Now that I know what kind of a problem it was. But Friday is also my BattleTech day. So as I committed to one before I did the other, I'm going to bow out my first round. Kyle, I don't know. I don't even know if he bought a ticket. So it's going to be a great time. Gen Con X-Wing tournaments are always it's a blast. You meet new people. You get to meet everyone. Majority of the famous people, in quotation marks, are there. Yeah, that's usually how our tournament schedule is going to go.
Mark, what are your goals?
Last, I was
Sorry, you're cutting in and out, Mark.
Got now, Mark. Mark, no.
Montana, what are your goals?
Well, I'm just doing the 1.0 tournament, and I would like to win more games than I lose. For once.
Oh, bullshit. You win a lot of games. Come on, man. Just because
we'll
you're out in
see.
Montana and your competitiveness is edged a little bit because you don't have the sharp stones you do against me and Kyle.
Yeah, you and Kyle.
I got I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
So Montana's
I was. Go ahead.
no, Montana was saying that he. Oh, that's just on my screen. Montana was saying that he has 0 expectation. Oh no, he wants to win more games than he loses. So Montana, what happens if you win the North American Championship?
I have no idea.
I mean, obviously you're gonna have to be on the show a little bit more.
Yeah, at least one more show, right?
At least one more show. You'll be on our show. You'll be on every other show once, and then no one will hear from you ever again.
That sounds exhausting.
Dutch, what happens if you win the North American Championship?
Well, my first goal is to win round one. I've never lost a round one in a tournament so far, so I want to keep that streak going. And then my second goal, I've called it Operation BB-8 Templates. So I want to make top 8.
Now, you do realize they're not giving out BB-8 templates, right?
I thought that was...
Oh, is that the price?
Yeah.
Shit, wow.
I'm fairly certain it's double-sided, BB-8, and then the version 2 templates are on the backside.
Oh, okay. All right. What was... You're right. Nope, you're right. I'm finally... The memory's jogging right now. It is BB2. Or BB-8. Jesus Christ.
I'm not wrong too often, so...
You're not wrong very... No, you're not. I've met you in person, and you were not wrong ever. Any other questions that you had?
The last one is, what's one thing you'll miss in version 1?
Oh, Mark, what is one thing you'll miss in version 1?
I have no idea what Mark
Gee,
is
I
gonna say.
wonder what that would be.
Oh, and cannon turrets on
like
Y-Wings?
laser
I
turrets.
don't know. What's your answer?
I
It's
just
called
told you.
dead air, Mark. I feel like you're
Right.
trying to tell me something.
Whoa.
Yeah, we don't hear you. No.
Swing and a miss.
Why not?
There you go.
Why-
Oh, we
why
heard
aren't
you.
you?
Go, quick.
I said turrets.
Turrets. He said turrets.
My wings
All right.
with seismic charges.
Turrets with seismic charges. That's what we got. That's what he's going to miss. Montana.
That
what are
I'm
you gonna miss from 1.0.
This is probably going to be really unpopular, but I've always loved the Jump Master, so I'm going to miss that dial.
Yeah, I can see that. That's definitely going to be unpop. That's not coming back. Dutch, what are you going to miss from 1.0? I have a feeling.
I'm fine. I'm not going to miss anything. I'm fine with adapting and trying to go on from there. But the list that's gained me my most success has been Miranda Nim, and I'm fine with that being gone. So Whatever.
That's not a fucking answer. What are you gonna miss from 1.0?
I don't care. I'm fine with going back to.
TLT. I'm just gonna say you're gonna miss
Nothing.
TLT.
Yeah, Miranda name. That's the right answer.
I biased answer. I'm gonna miss Jabba the Hutt.
Ha.
I'm gonna miss Jabba the Hutt a lot because
Did you play Jabba at Worlds?
I ran Jabba at Worlds and I missed day 2 by 2 shitty ass rolls. And my Nashville buddy will tell me that I rolled literally I rolled 3 blanks and a focus. Twice. Against a 1 hull stressed Kylo. And the game would have been over, but you know what? It didn't. And Kylo seems to have a wonderful ability of surviving a bunch of stuff. So, no, I'm super happy with. I'm gonna miss Jabba the way he was. Jabba's sort of the same, but he's not quite the same. So, I'm gonna miss Jabba. And I believe that comes to Dutch Cuthbert's end of our show. Thank you, Dutch. Those are actually a lot of really good questions. Not like anyone doesn't give us bad questions, but
I just want to say one thing. If anybody's at Gen Con and I'm about as big as Mark and just as loud, I have about 30 Captain Jim alt art cards that no one's going to use anymore. That just hit me up and I'll give you a card.
Guys, you want this Captain Jim card. Believe me, it is phenomenal. It's great. Even if it's 1.0, it doesn't matter. You want one of these cards because it is so funny and it is just it fits the motto of what NIM is these days. It's hilarious. So if you see Dutch, hell, I'll steal a bunch from Dutch and say I'm going to pass them out, and I'll give them to a bunch of people. But Dutch, love having you on the show, buddy. You're always welcome back. You're one of our favorites. So. Wait a minute. Time out. Who do we have here?
Riley.
Dutch is my dad.
What's your name? Oh, got a little state right now.
That's all right. We're getting them young.
Yep.
X-Wing 3.0 right there, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you listening, Dutch had his beautiful blonde daughter sit on his lap, and she's a little shy, but that's okay. A lot of people are shy on the OCX Radio podcast show. But we want to thank Dutch and his daughter for giving us some wonderful content. So, Dutch, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay. See you guys. Thanks.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's back to just me and Mark.
Hey.
I have not quite figured out who else is going to be on the show, but Mark, we have not had your take at all on 2.0.
Okay. 2.0. Being old and grumpy, I don't like change, but you all know that anyway. It's interesting. I've drank the Kool-Aid. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting X-Wings back on the board. I'm looking forward to barrel rolling with Y-Wings. We'll see how it plays out. I was on Hornet Squadron forever ago now, and they were talking about some rules of a 1.5, and they said, would I be interested in playing that? And I said no, because I'm old and my hard drive is full, and I'll need to clear space to learn 2.0, not 1.5. But I think Padres wanting in. He's throwing messages up. It looks good. I think it's going to be clean. There's going to be growing pains. We'll see that, Thursday at Gen Con. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
You did.
shit.
You did hear me, right?
I heard you. I
Yes,
heard
that
you.
came
Settle
through
down. Settle down. There we go.
Coach is wrangling technology again.
I'm trying to.
He's furrowing his eyebrow. He's making a unibrow.
I'm trying to do things.
Hard.
The next guest.
I can
should
keep
be
going
coming
for
on
hours
very
if you're
soon.
wanting me to.
No, that was a shitty fucking response to 2.0. I know you're old, and I know you're set in your own ways, but you know what? So am I. I'm not super happy about 2.0, but I'm gonna have to roll with it. Like, I was enjoying Combo Wing because I was the only one that came up with Java Meta, and nobody could beat me. What? No, that's a lie. Yes. There we go.
I was going to say, I thought Fergie beat you.
By default. By default. Sorry, Fergie. You didn't win on skill. You won on default. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone who joined us recently. He's known other than the crazy pastor of the OCX Radio podcast. Everyone knows and loves him by Mr. Padre.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing tonight?
Padre, what do we used to call you?
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
You guys originally started calling me Rev.
Rev!
And
That's
then,
right.
and then it got changed to Padre, and
that
then
was me. That was me.
and then it stuck.
And Padre stuck. Padre, you get to ask some questions.
I get to ask. Oh, this is going to be great.
You're before commercial break, but hey,
I'm going to be quick.
I'm in charge. I will boot your ass after this.
First question goes to Coach. How scary is it having the two oldest members of OCX on tonight at the same time?
Ooh, now I believe you're false in that statement.
Mark and I are not the oldest. We have older people.
As in age, yes. You guys are the oldest OCX members.
We're putting 112 years up here.
Oldest, as in OCX podcast, like
Age.
Oh, in age, yes. You old motherfuckers beat us all out. You guys are older than fucking dirt. So
that just gives us way better, advantages because we know how to read people so much better than you young people.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that. That's why you lose all those X-Men games, right?
Jill just walked by and asked if that was me and two 20-year-olds that made us up the oldest ones.
How the hell is Jill back in?
I love Jill. I'm just saying it right now. She thinks I look like a 20-year-old.
I love Jill.
Technically, we've never had Jill on the show.
Yeah, and I doubt if you ever will, because she just kind of wanders away whenever you suggest her being
You
on the show.
realize that she's not on camera, so she can contribute her voice now.
Well, she said no. That's okay. Then she just walked in the other room.
You just tell Jill one of these days we're gonna have an all OCX wives podcast, and we're gonna see how that goes.
Coach says one of these days they're going to have an all OCX wives podcast.
Oh, I don't know if you want to do that.
Good luck.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. All right,
Okay,
Padre,
so here's
get on
my
with your goddamn question.
Here's my question. Since I've got, the big three tonight. What-
Big two. I only count as a half.
Okay, the 2.5. I want to know what you guys want to have be the next step for OCX.
It's kind of a deep question.
No, you can play it deeper. You can play it shallow, however you want to answer the
suppose.
question.
Personally, I'd really like to up the quality of the podcast. We're investing in some microphones and some other things, and that'd be really interesting. I'd like to see it, the listener base grow a little bit. I think we're kind of in a stagnation point with 1.0 dying and 2.0 coming out. I think we'll probably see an uptick of listeners once 2.0 is official and running and everything. But our listener graph hasn't been super encouraging, so I'd like to see that bump up.
Mark?
I would be the newbie here. I bullied my way in around episode 17 and managed to hang on.
Yeah, you did. Holy shit! Yeah, you did.
With the advent of Chico and myself, kind of
pressure balled me into fucking. Jesus, fine.
Sure,
we need an old guy on the show, I guess.
Yeah, and I got here, I got here first, Padre. I have listened to a lot of the other podcasts, in my hours of driving for my job, and we just seem to have more fun. I'm encouraged from Worlds by the various people from the various locations that said, "Hey, we really like what you guys do." From the Thule Squadron guys to the Salt Squadron guys. Of course, the Hornet guys weren't there, but the Hornet guys and us, we're very similar, and I like the loose style that we have. I like the fact that we really don't take ourselves too seriously. Sure, we like to win, but we like to play the game even more. And if we keep promoting that, I think we'll see our numbers grow later on. I mean, we're always going to hit that plateau point and either move forward or fall behind. It would help if all the co-hosts would show up regularly.
That would be nice.
Now we're gonna bash on co-hosts. Come on now. We're better than that.
Wait a minute, I thought you said we were going to.
Even though they do suck. And
all right,
I mean,
your turn to answer now.
Apparently, like their real life, like Trump's. Oh man, there's a lot of question, and my God, what am I opening up here? This is not. No, stop that, Peter. This is not what I want.
You?
There we go. All right. All right. So this is a good question. Where do we see OCX in the future? Excuse me.
Your next step.
Our next step is
Alcoholics Anonymous.
And this is going to dovetail after the commercial break. But, man, Padre, how did you know that this was going to be our topic for after the commercial break?
Because I'm Padre and I know everything.
And you know all. I know.
Padre sees all.
I don't want to go into great detail before the break, but OCX has started out with humble beings. We were bunch of idiots that were coerced by a certain couple of big podcasters that apparently were drunk enough and fun enough to start our own podcast. And they influenced us into doing this stupid thing. And So we started, and we did it, and we did a couple episodes, and then, man, this stupid thing that we started to be something that we loved to do. We didn't have a lot of listeners, but we really didn't care. It was actually more of the four of us got together and got to talk X-Wing outside of the wives. And then all of a sudden, people started listening. And then people started subscribing. And then people started sending us emails. And people started doing this. And then they were like, we are like you. And we went, there's no way there's this many people like us. And boy, were we wrong. Oh, man.
Enter Australia.
There's not a fine line of being an X-Wing player and wanting to have fun. Yes. Can we be competitive? Sure. Can we want to just try crazy shit? Sure. Do we love getting absolutely shit-faced on Friday nights and then for some reason arguing with someone that Luke Skywalker is the most worst possible co-wing person you could take? Yes, that's us. And we hit an itch. And we'll go into this after the commercial break, but man, there was a lot of podcasts that we stole from. Straight out. We stole from every podcast except for Gold Squadron because they're noobs. But pretty much everyone else out there we stole from to make what OCX is today. But
Well, how do you feel now that you see podcasts stealing from you?
It is. I see where you're going here. I'm gonna cap this bitch off and saying that where do I see OCX radio in the future? I'm a crazy son of a bitch, so I always reach for the stars. OCX radio will be sponsoring a pro tour X-Wing tournament across the world.
Easy, Montana. Easy.
There will be five. There will be 5 major tournaments that are money payouts, not I got a cool fucking acrylic thing. Ooh, no, like first place is $10,000 in 5 locations, and that will be the X-Wing Pro Tour. Sponsored in a light form by OCX Radio or a fucking bastardized brainchild of Coach. Lest we all forget, I am the idea guy. So I do believe there is a format there.
So do we have to call Dion now to get it put in place?
Yeah, we have to call Dion. He's the one that's going to put this whole thing in place. No, I do believe X-Wing's on the way to being a monetized competitive format. I do. It's that big. You can have individual tournaments worth $5,000, and between advertisers, between gate take in, and between whatever else, I think you could legit pay top out 3, 2, 1.
And the championship is held at the Ameristar in St. Charles, Missouri.
Probably not, but somewhere around there. So anyway, Padre, I hope that answers your question.
No, yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
And the losers go to the casino
with their no money.
No, Coach, you answered my question really well and succinctly. I'm glad I got it answered. An answer from you before you drank too much tonight.
If you're looking for someone to spout off that there should be a pro tour X-Wing circuit, yes, it's me.
Oh yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm not going to be on it, but I will probably head it up.
No, that would just really equal some fantastic X-wing play that we'd be able to watch on the streams.
It would be a judge. It would be a judge at every table watching the entire game. It would not be. It won't be a Swiss tournament. It'll be if you place such and such height. That's when you get an invitation to the Pro Tour. And if you win the Pro Tour, it's an automatic. It's just like Magic, man. If you win it, you accrue enough points, you're a Pro Tour player. You actually can make money playing X-Wing. It's going to be that big. I don't know why people say it's not, but it's going to be that big. There's no reason it's not. There's a whole second edition. We have another 5-10 years of all of this. But as for my stance is, OCX rating will be at the forefront of it. So,
all right. Well, in that case, I think my time is up.
Your time is up, buddy. And after the commercial break, I think we have a couple of special guests that will be on to talk some shit.
We like that. Mark, it is so good having you back. We are thrilled to have you. It's not the same without you. Okay.
Thank you. You kind of
realize you have to wait a couple seconds.
He was going to say something else. No. Yes? Maybe? No. It's good to see you in your easy chair.
Yeah, my command center here.
I was going to say, Padre, it's damn good seeing you in person. We're very, very sorry that we could not get you a strippergram.
That's okay.
I don't know how far you want to know how far we took it. But
sure.
I just want to let you know that in your area, there's not a lot of women that do that.
I can't understand why they wouldn't want to dress up like Sabine. Go to a hospital.
I could give you the closest two, but in your area, they don't do that.
And the other thing I got is for Mr. Montana. Montana, you're doing a fantastic job for us. We enjoy everything you do. Thank you much. And I'm gone, guys. Thanks much for having me on.
Thanks, Padre.
Damn it, Padre.
Hey, guys.
We're good to see you alive, buddy.
Talk to you, brother.
See you, Mark.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that brings us to our commercial break since we are probably halfway through our episode. So, we really don't know who's going to be Montana. What kind of commercial are we going to get this weekend?
Take it away, Vigaro.
I want to strongly I'm going to put a no against that one and say that we definitely need to make a commercial for the Balladiffusion.
Millennium Condor Balladiffusion.
There you go.
Oui.
And since you know French.
Who? Who knows
I
French?
thought you did know a little bit. Maybe not.
Merci. Oui.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to send this off. I'm sorry, Millennium Condor, but Balladiffusion. We're not going to have a commercial for you this week, but next week we will definitely have one. But this week, it is none other than Vigaro. Take it away. I have to pee.
Okay. Be right back. Gonna get another beer.
Leaving me all alone.
You have the keys.
Yeah. I'm happy everybody's laughing at me, reacting to Coach's rather extravagant plans for hosting $10,000 tournaments. I don't think I'm going to do any singing. If you want to hear me sing, we probably will end up doing karaoke at Gen Con, I would assume, at some point. Not gonna lie, this is a little bit awkward. Patrick brings up a great point. If you want to hear me sing, you can donate $10,000 to the Patreon fund, and I will definitely do some singing on air for that. I'm definitely not dancing. Not gonna happen. Wife and the kids are pretty good. Yep, look fine. Yeah, I've got an extra set of headphones, one for the mic, one for the ears. My children destroyed the ear part of this one, and the mic on these really suck. So here I am. Not planning on doing a lot of podcasts anyway, so here it is.
I just thought you had something living in your beard.
Oh, well, I have that too. Are we worried about the foot? Should I do that?
Worried about who?
Apparently they can see my wife's foot, which is pretty scandalous, I know. I got a great look. Still there.
I have a I have a list of my 3 fans.
3? I thought you had 2 fans. You have a new fan?
I have 3.
Okay.
You haven't listened to the Hornet Squadron podcast, have you?
No, I haven't. Although I should go and download it just to make sure that you catch up to Chico, maybe.
I'm two behind Chico.
Right. But I can download it twice.
Well, I could too, I guess.
I don't think I'm going to get Catherine on the show. Pretty sure not, especially not right now because she's feeding the baby. So,
Yeah, no. Make the baby happy.
you know, Jerry, you could have met Catherine if you'd stayed with us instead of getting a hotel in Bozeman when you came down for the regional. So this is really your fault.
No, it's crazy. I got ready to respond to something, and all of a sudden I looked up and it said, "You've been disconnected from the video." Huh. Great.
Yeah, we got new microphones for people that are on the show regularly, i.e., not me. Other equipment would only be webcams at this point. Maybe looking at some professional-ish audio editing software too. Yeah, we could maybe throw some Patreon dollars to Mark for internet. That's not a bad idea.
No. Well, yes, no.
Yeah, I don't know how much the new computer is going to solve. I wonder how much of that is internet.
DSL, yeah, but we'll see.
Well, DSL should be good enough most of the time. You have
I
at
think
least
so.
what seven down and a little bit up. I don't know.
If I had a cell tower closer, I'd just run it on off my phone. But the cell
Uh,
tower's other end of town.
Yeah. Learning to edit. I'll give you a hint. Editing is not hard.
Shh.
It's I just use Audacity, and I'd use it a little bit in the past, and it's I don't know. It's not hard to do, and it's not super high quality right now, but it's pretty good. So
Hey, you can hear the slurring.
yes, well, that's very pronounced. That's not a good measure of audio quality. Coach's slurring is like way up there.
But he takes it to a really high level.
Yeah. Maybe over 9,000. Yeah, actually, the new computer for Mark will probably mostly help his local recording. A lot of times I get jumps in time where the computer, I don't know, freezes or runs out of resources and have to
Pauses.
add things back in. Had to add in blank air to get Mark caught up with everybody else. So I'm looking forward to that. Jerry, you're going to be in Montana next week? Or, I don't know. The chat is not super clear what you're saying here. Coach, if you're talking to people, you are muted.
He can stay muted if he's still on the head.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yep, you ruined that one. Big and bad. Well, I'm gonna basically go into the art of X-Wing podcasting, and I'm gonna steal the shit out of Dion's or Dion. Jesus Christ. Whatever.
You can't be Diyun. Nobody can be Diyun.
I can beat Diyun all the time. He's short and he's Asian. I know that's racist, but I can do it. I can't.
You can't do an art of X-Wing. You're not Diyun.
Let's see. We gotta open another beer for this. By the way, for anyone who's wondering, I am drinking the Budweiser Freedom Reserve red lager, which is absolutely delicious. It is very delicious, and I have not made the mistake as I did last time. And the 6-pack is securely on the table. So,
Are you pulling from the far side, or you're just making sure it's on the table?
I'm just pulling from wherever. Oh, AJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say when are we getting AJ?
Nope. Right now. My bad.
Right now.
I forgot. That's my bad.
All right, somebody cover Luke's eyes and ears.
AJ. Oh shit. There we go. Paste. Boom. There we go. I don't believe Mark has mentioned anything, so I guess it's just gonna be a New Zealand podcast. Which will be
Yeah.
great.
I'll back them over Australia.
Yeah, I will too. So that was sent to Abby, or AJ, as she likes to be called. But I also sent the broadband message over my.
We're gonna make Mark Ventham mad though.
That's okay. Mark can be mad. That's all right. We will just wait until Abby comes on, or I will just start back in. I could do that too.
Are we back from commercial yet, or are we waiting?
We are waiting.
Well, we're waiting right now. I can't imagine it'd be too long till Abby starts. She's been pretty active on the chat. Right, Abby? J. However you say your last name. Patout.
I think. I don't know. That's just what I think. Apparently, I don't even speak French, so.
Apparently, I need to sing.
Don't do it. Make them promise you $1,000 first.
I would walk 1,000 miles, and if I would walk 500 more just to see you walk 1,000 miles. Oh, that's an Australian song too, isn't it?
Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to
You
fall
walk
at your door.
Arappa, arappa. Arappa. That's where you guys come in. You go. It's Scottish. Fuck, that song's Scottish. Shit.
Yeah, you and your accents.
I'm terrible at fucking accents. I'm the worst.
My 18-month-old is walking around with a Scottish accent somehow.
Nice. Nice.
It's pretty hilarious.
I sent her the thing. She has it. Well, you know what, Abby? You're going to have to come in whenever you want because we're coming at a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I start better than that? Let me leave a little break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio Podcast Show, brought to you by Coach and only me. It's only me, everyone. No one else is on the show. So we're going to talk about my favorite subject right now, which is myself. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be that conceited. Oh, by the way, we have Montana and Uncle Mark with us. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
So, thing is, it's me, and I've been seeing a lot of questions lately about numbers. I am a part of the secret podcast Illuminati, and
Well,
there's
pretty secret.
37.
37. What?
Viewers?
I thought you wanted numbers.
No,
I gave you 37.
Got me all excited.
No, 37 viewers, please. What I wanted to talk about was in this next section, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about what it is to podcast and what it is to podcast in the X-Wing community. And I think it's a very interesting subject because I've been seeing a lot of podcasts pop up. I don't want to say that it's a bad thing. We were at one point that like, oh my God, another fucking podcast. Jesus. But we're cool. So we surpassed that one. I've been seeing a lot of podcasts coming up, and I make it as I still consider myself a newbie at the podcasting thing. I want to listen to as many new podcasts as I get hold of, which is why I created the X-Wing Podcast Central Facebook page, which if you are a podcast for X-Wing and you're not on that, you're dumb. No, I'm not going to be a crate. I'm going to say you were ill-informed. You should be on that page. If you are someone looking for a new podcast to listen to, you should as well join that page because podcasts are popping up left and right, guys. They're just, I don't want to say a dime a dozen, but there's a lot of X-Wing podcasts out there. What I do want to devote this next, I don't know, half hour, assuming I have some of my fellow compadres on to help me go with
Podcast.
Yeah, what I'm going to say here is number one, guys, this is not easy. This is holy shit hard. If you think that you're going to start an X-Wing podcast or you have an X-Wing podcast out there right now, yes, the illusion of X-Wing famousness is there. That is the only reason I started this thing. Well, actually, the only reason I started this thing was because Montana told me that we should start a podcast. Right?
Yeah, like
Montana?
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. So he's the culprit of all of this. But, man, it is a labor of love until it turns into just a labor. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and saying that Wednesday nights are not the most fun nights that I ever have in my entire week. This is my vacation. This is my mini vacation. Every single night, I pop on the radio at 8:30 till hopefully only midnight. But we all know that runs a little later. This is the greatest time of my entire life. I get to reach out and I get to meet people that I would have never met, never ever would have met, all over the world. It's so ingrained in me that I basically, my wife knows that it's podcast night, and it doesn't matter what else. Like she specifically arranges other things around Wednesday night, and I don't think she realizes how much effort we all put into this. It is so hard to do. It seems easy in the beginning, but to keep it going, it is very hard to do. To keep it going we celebrated our year, what, a couple months ago?
Yeah. Almost exactly. I think it is exactly 2 months ago.
Guys, this ain't easy. It's not. To be successful at podcasting, at least in the X-Wing world, everyone can go over the cards. Everyone can do this. You have to come up with your own little thing. We definitely do not read cards. We definitely do not go every single FAQ. We try. Chico makes us try, but we always strive to be like a late night X-Wing show. We're going to be fun. We're going to be happy. We're going to be crazy, weird stuff. We're not always going to be you want content and content only? Listen to TCX. Go download Minoc. You want your information with a little bit of flair, a little bit of fun? You download us. If you want no content, but a lot of fun, a lot of flair, hell, they might not even mention X-Wing. I love the boys to death. Go download Carolina Crates. But I do want to get this off my chest. I have listened. I make it a point to listen to every new podcast that comes out. So here's my shout out to all the new podcasts coming out. This is me doing to what, guys. You're doing a great job. You're doing an excellent job. Go download them for the first 2 episodes. My only criticism to you boys, you gotta get something other than just reading cards. Get some color in there. The 512 picked up again. They're basically picking up where they left off. Guys, I commend you, but you gotta try. Rad Squadron, loved you guys. When you started off, you were great. You did everything that I wanted to listen to, but you made the mistake of trying to fall into what everyone else does. As for everyone else that I haven't listened to, please post your shit onto X-Wing Podcast Central on Facebook, and I will listen to you. But I'm just gonna give you this. Just gonna give you a heads up, and this is my heads up to everyone who's either A, started a podcast that's been going on for years. Hint, hint, Ricky. Or what the fuck is our podcast name? Scum and Villainy. There you go. I got it. Never mind. Jesus. How long did it take me to get that one? But everyone who's out there, you gotta be weekly, guys. You gotta be weekly. And you gotta have color. You gotta have content. You gotta have the whole package. So if you are thinking of starting a podcast, please listen to the guys that have been out there for years. Not us. Well, maybe listen to us, because we fucked up plenty of times, and just listen to the guys who have been out there for a long time. Take what we've given you, make it better. And I will definitely plug you on OCX Radio, because that's what we're all about. So we are still waiting on, God damn it, AJ. I'm crying on the inside, Coach. Mark, I know you're crying on the inside because we love you, buddy. Why? Took this too late. I would have loved to. My point of view is bilingual. And Bruno, fuck off. Montana. I'm at 147. This is probably where you can start editing out where I start disrespecting people for not answering my call.
Well, Montana's got the baby, so.
Oh, he's out. Okay. Mark
was stealing the show from you there for a little bit.
Mark, what are your ups and downs of being a podcaster?
I'm not the strongest member here for the content side of it, but I enjoy the hell out of listening to Kyle and Chico and you talk about your comboing of cards, your play style, this and that. You know, I listen with interest. I like listening to the strategy, the theories, because I'm a reactionary player. You throw it out there, you set me up, I'll swallow the hook, and you could get me into the kill trap. But you got to roll the dice to knock me out of the sky, and I'm going to be shooting at you a lot. Not as much because I don't have my TLTs now, but I will be shooting at you anyway. The weekly thing, it's tough for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I putting you to sleep?
You're not. You're not. Somebody yawned in the other room. So.
Well, there's Montana too. We got the whole crowd going.
Ah!
So,
what are your hardships? I mean, when you're on a Wednesday night, what are your hardships of being be brutally honest? Do you not talk enough? Do you?
Oh no. I can take over a show if I put my mind to it.
I'm just trying to push the buttons a little bit here.
We're we haven't really hit a topic that has set me on fire about stuff because I'm pretty laid back. I'm mellow. I like to have a good time. I can go 0-5 at Worlds and still enjoy the hell out of the day until I get a bye, and then I get irritated. The hardships for me, it's the tech side of it right now. Just tonight, I'm watching my screen say I've lost connection, dropped. I get back in, and hopefully I'm still, within the same content section that you're all talking about. Hopefully that'll ease when the new laptop arrives. I just enjoy the hell out of you guys, and it's a pleasure for me to be part of this whole thing. And you're right about the internet famous stuff. You're right about we are reaching out. We are influencing people. We have to admit it that we might be a little better than what we give ourselves credit for. And my wife's laughing in the other room. I just want.
You tell her you're the most influential person in X-Wing right now.
No, I'm just the oldest.
That is true as well.
But okay, I'm going to swerve a little bit because I know you're going to move off into a different direction. I'm going to a store championship this weekend. I'm flying a different list. I'm going to have a good time with this. I'm going to see Harold Larson and Matthew Evans this weekend, and hopefully blow them up. Ryan Ledford, he really enjoys what we do here. The guys at Hornet Squad.
No.
God dang it. East Coast OCX, God, you figure the 10 of us all together playing X-Wing and drinking beer. Oh my goodness. Would that be an afternoon or what?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Mark?
Yes.
Not Mark. Jesus Christ.
The other
Montana. Everyone wants your side of the story. So this is your opportunity to tell your side of the story.
What, to gripe about podcasting?
Yes, podcasting, editing. How bad is it when Coach just goes off? Just empty the dirty laundry right now.
I don't mind your rants. Those are easy to edit.
Because they're so long.
Yeah, it's just like, and go to the end of the rant and good. I think kind of what you said, where it's just the constant keeping up of the podcast, right? Pretty consistently for every minute we record, it takes 2 minutes to edit. So I spend minimum 2 nights a week editing a podcast every week. And occasionally Chico does it for me, which is amazing, by the way. Thanks, Chico. But it's just kind of the constant every week thing, and we kind of decided early on that if you wanted to be kind of an influential podcast, you had to be a weekly thing, and that's kind of difficult. I would be super happy if we could keep the episodes a little shorter. That one kind of falls on Coach there, but
Excuse me. No.
every week in and out.
But do you agree that us being weekly has been kind of the driving force of us being maybe in one of the more influential groups of X-Wing?
I guess, are we? I mean, we have a decent following for sure, but we don't have an enormous following, and part of it is that we're not super old. But I don't know. I always feel like you take an inflated view of things, but
to be nominated in 2 categories in the Goldies,
yeah.
I mean that speaks volumes of. I mean, I'm trying to validate the work that we put into it. I mean, we do a weekly podcast, which,
right.
Holy shit, I don't think people realize how much it. Not only do we do a weekly podcast, but we do a weekly podcast live. Like, my God.
The live
I don't think people understand how much the live aspect really, really pulls into everything. Don't do live. I'm just going to let you all know, if you're thinking about doing a podcast, don't do a podcast live.
What's wrong with live?
It is a lot of fucking work, man. Holy shit.
What work do you have to do? You have to set up the name for the video and push a couple.
I have to be here at one point every single night.
You have to do that anyway to record.
No. We can be like, fuck that. We're going to show up on Tuesday night and record, and it still comes out on Saturdays. Right?
Sure.
I mean, Minot could lie to us, and they're like, we're busy this week. Let's record one Friday night when we're all free. And just, I'm sorry, live is way different. Live is, man, there's no editing, guys. You can always go back and watch the live show. And wow.
Some of them are scary.
Some of them are pretty fucking scary. We don't hide anything. It's all out there for you to see.
And maybe we should.
I know. We had this conversation. Maybe we should, but I think the combination of us going live, and I've gotten a lot of compliments from a lot of podcasters saying, "Man, kudos to you for doing live." I'm like, yeah, we just did that so we can get man, that was a bad idea. But we're into it, and I love doing live now. I have my reserves about it, but I wouldn't do the show any other way. I really wouldn't.
The interaction is really great. Being able to get sort of immediate feedback from the chat and stuff like that. That's been really cool.
For my audience to be able to like, Coach, oh my God, put your head up. We need to see you. Stop being so drunk. That's probably a minor part, but I do love. I don't doubt us going live ever, because it's probably the greatest thing we ever did. But it just added that much more work to it, right? But I'll let Montana finish what he was going to say before I interrupted him rudely.
Well, that's pretty much all I had to say, I guess. The main reason why I'm not a regular co-host anymore is because 3 or 4 nights a week is a lot less manageable than 2 to 3 nights a week. So, there's only so much time you have in a week, especially with 3 kids and one of them brand new, and just life. And one thing, editing podcasts and doing podcast stuff in general really takes away from your actual X-Wing time. You spend too much time creating content for the thing you love. You don't get to actually do the thing you love as much. That'd probably be the biggest caution I would have to new podcasts.
Agreed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new guest on tonight. So we will unmute him. He is not new to the podcast. There he is, Mr. Mark Ventham. How you doing, Mark? All the way down from the other side of the world. Go ahead, Mark.
I may have missed the last 5-10 minutes because my YouTube's always lagging, so I didn't actually see when I jumped into real time.
You're fine. We were just talking about how bad it is having Australians on the podcast. So,
Jeez.
Yeah, New Zealanders are much better.
But they don't show up.
I actually had AJ on our latest episode talking shit about everybody else.
She's good
She's
at
very
that.
good at it. I'm good at that.
So, Mark, please enlighten us on what's going down on the Down Under.
Talking shit about people.
That's all we do is talk shit on the show.
Well, did you hear the latest Monarch episode?
Yes.
The Fosses just went on like a 5-minute rant talking shit about literally every other contender in the ATC. Sorry, ANZ PC.
I did hear that, and I figured that's what they would do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they're pumping themselves up. So I'm giving you the floor to basically tell them why they're wrong.
Well, the good thing about Tabletop TO, which is the program that we use to run most of the events, and as they've run the last 2 ATCs on it, is that it doesn't go away, and anyone can log in and look at the actual history from those events. So when someone like Travis says he went undefeated in last year's, it didn't take long for somebody to post up a screenshot about how he actually went 4-2 in the Swiss. And didn't even make the final. And I think on the Monarch squadron, he said he was the best Rebel player of the day. But I'm pretty sure the guy, my co-host Tom Dobson, went 5-1 in the Swiss. So he must have done better, surely, right?
Obviously.
Playing Rebels.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm not saying they're liars. Whatever. You decide for yourselves.
So, Mark,
Yo.
You're running your own podcast, correct?
Yes.
And
when I say running, I mean I turn up.
There you go. What's it called?
Renegade Squadron.
Renegade Squadron. So, loyal followers of the OCX Radio podcast, go ahead and download the Renegade Squadron podcast. Damn it.
Yeah. Especially the latest episode, because it has added AJ.
Oh, it's got AJ on it. Oh shit, that's the one I haven't listened to it yet. I've been listening to the rest of them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go kudos. You guys are running into the same problems that we ran into when we were first starting, but that's kind of why I also wanted you on. But I'm gonna let you trash talk much more, because I know you got a lot more pent up rage than what you just mentioned.
Look, I'm not even playing. I didn't try out for the Queensland team. I had no intention of getting involved. The whole trash talking on Facebook is basically my way of being involved.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out.
What?
So you're Queensland.
Kind of, yeah.
Did you challenge what's his face?
Challenge.
Because I listen to my
they're New South Wales. The Fosses are.
Oh,
the Fosses are New South Wales.
They're the bullshit. They're the bullshit. Fucking. Never mind. Never mind.
They're the bad team. So
they're the bad team.
Look. I'll give them something. They're very good at talking themselves up, and I've enjoyed their input into the smack talking. Everyone's Everyone's done a pretty good job apart from Worst Australia. They're just fucking bad at it. They're like the Canadians of Australia. They're just too nice. They don't understand how to talk shit.
Can we all agree that when they're on the fucking Minox, they have a little leg up?
They have a little what?
Well, they got a leg up. I mean, the Foss brothers go on Minox, which is arguably the number one podcast in X-Wing. I mean, you're arguably on the number, like, at least 3 podcasts of X-Wing right now. So,
whoa, 3? Really?
Shut up, Montana. Just roll. Just fucking roll with it.
Oh man. Well, hey, you're number one to me, mate.
That's what we wanted to hear.
And that includes my own podcast, so you know.
Speaking of you and mentioning this, I have your shirt and I'm staring at it right now.
I'm glad somebody has it, because I don't, obviously.
What I'm going to ask you right now is, do you want me to send this out now? Or do you want me to send that out with your beautiful OCX 2.0 templates?
I'll be honest, like, I don't even care if the templates you send me are 2.0 or the originals, because I personally don't feel like the lines are necessary for 2.0. I know everybody's like, they have to be 2.0 compatible. Personally, as somebody who's had to resolve a lot of bumps for a lot of people at a lot of events, I feel like I can do a better job of it anyway, just by eye. I don't feel I need the lines. But yeah, if you want to send them all out, if you want to wait for the templates to get cut and you want to send me 2.0 ones, I'm not going to complain.
Send them out tomorrow.
Sweet as. Sweet as.
Anyway,
I just want those sweet, sweet blue templates, man.
What I do want to know is why? Who are you rooting for then? Obviously, you're rooting for
Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah. So it's been my home for like 12 years now.
Okay.
The New South Wales guys, I know most of them. We had nationals last year, and a lot of them come up. I'm pretty sure almost all of them came up to our regionals this year.
So, Mark, I want you to, in specific detail, name all of your boys that are up for the championship. I want you to give a shout out to all the boys representing you.
Okay. Hang on, what's going on? You hear me?
We hear you.
Yep.
Okay. So the captain, Ben Doyle, he's one of my local teams. He's also a co-host on the Renegade Squadron.
Ben Doyle's your captain?
The real Ben Doyle, not the fake American who's never been a national champion. Ben Doyle.
No, we don't count.
The real Ben Doyle.
No, we know the real Ben Doyle.
Okay, good stuff. So, yeah, he's been the captain, I think, maybe all 3 years. Morgan might have done it the first year. So Ben Doyle's our number one. And Morgan Reed, obviously, is our second Imperial player. So we have, the Dark Lord of the Imperial and the Apprentice. They're two of the best Imperial players in the country. Easy.
Probably
they've both been
one of the 2 best X-Wing players in the country.
I mean, definitely. They're both former national champions. I think they're the only 2 to hold national champion trophies in the whole event. So, it's better to be a has-been than a never was. That's the way I look at it.
That's true.
That's for you, Travis and Jaron. Just for you.
As a never been. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So Ben Morgan are the Imperial players, and we've got Quentin Keller and Dan Stallard are playing the Rebels. They're both local to me as well. I think they've both been on the Renegades podcast. They're both Renegade Squadron members. One of them is playing the Bob list that Ontopsky took to Worlds.
Oh, okay.
Disgusting shit. He's been just destroying things with it all year. I'm pretty sure he likes his chances. And Dan's one of the best Ghost Plus players in the world, so he's taking Ghost Fan because we're making him, basically.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's our junior Foss Slayer. He put Travis on tilt at the last Nationals. I don't think Travis won a game after Dan beat him. That's why, if you listen to the Minox, Travis had nothing bad to say about Dan. Travis had nothing bad to say about Dan because he's scared of him. I'm just going to throw that out there. And the scum players are Tom Dobson, also a co-host on the Renegades, who's playing Control Bots, Simeon's List from Worlds, and Lachlan Moore, who's playing Ketsu Bosk, I think. His nickname's the Pirate King. He's our #1 scum player.
He's running the wrong list, Mark.
I don't think he is, Coach. I'm sorry, but Jabba Matter is not going to cut it at ATC.
Damn it, Mark!
I'm sorry.
The wrong list.
I can't say I agree with you there, mate. I think he knows what he's doing.
It's the ace in the hole, man.
PK's been playing
Jabba Meta is the ace in the hole.
It's really not.
It's so many lists. It'd be so many lists. All right.
The setup means that you can take lists that aren't super meta, that you don't see winning everything. Like Morgan's taken Kylo 2 gunboats, which he won our regionals with like in January.
But
you don't see much around. But things like that work in ATC. That
should do work. That should do work. I'm not. Hey, I need, because you see I have the Onyx right there.
Yeah. Big fan. I don't have one of those yet.
You don't even have one of those? I have room for more shirts here, buddy. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yours is getting shipped tomorrow. So.
Awesome.
Are you going? Are you going to the?
No,
I don't want to piss off AJ. It's the ANWTC. Is that what they're calling it?
ANZTC. Or ANZ for you, right? ANZTC.
She got kind of fucking pissed at me when I mentioned it as the ATC.
Well, last year was the first year we came up with a perpetual trophy, right? With the little shields on that we have engraved every year. And it's got Australian Team Championship written on the top without the NZ. Because, of course, this is the first year they've been involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
no, it's good for them. It's good for them. I mean, they're right next door.
No, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's good. And I also heard from the Fosses that Malaysia and the Philippines are even thinking about joining this thing. Singapore. There you go. So can we legit call this the Oceanic World Championships? Or
we may do. We may do. So it's the more inclusive worlds, basically, if we do that.
Yeah. But, dude, that's so great, right? That's so great for everyone.
They struggle to get any kind of support from FFG over there, I believe.
Yeah, well,
official support. I mean, fuck, we do too, actually. But
I tell you
they've got it even worse.
And I want to. How awesome is that gift basket that Padre sending your way?
Oh, look, everybody is super grateful for all that. You saw Rob put up a post on your page and the crate page. The crates have helped us out heaps as well.
Yep.
But yeah, that spread that he's sending over is crazy. I need to get some of those magnetic shield tokens that Patrick put in there.
Oh yeah. Patrick's gonna send those over, but I'm super pissed that I couldn't. I wanted to donate more, but I wanted to donate 2.0 stuff, and it's not done yet. So
that's not a drama. I expected there wouldn't be that much.
It's coming. Like, we have set aside, OCX Radio has set aside a bunch of stuff that we're sending over to you guys. It's just not sending over with Padre stuff.
Anything helps. We've gone from having 50-something store champs in the country to having like 13. And like the guy said on Minox, they even managed to lose one or two of them. So some people still didn't get one.
Well, okay.
Actually, saying that, as much as I love to, shit talk the Fosses and whatever, a bit of banter, they are responsible for the only store championship kits we got this year. So they deserve a shout out for that.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna beat out the fucking Fosses, the goddamn Minox.
They do have this very loving relationship, hey, like.
Oh, I know. They're super banana butt buddies. I tell you what, I will at my store start ordering as many extra store kits. I can't order more. I can't order more store championships because they only give me one. Like they got my number, but store kits, as long as someone will pay for the shipping and the freight, consider the cost on me, and I'll send them your way.
No, I'm not sure you're allowed to say that.
You know what? If FFG wants to come down on Coach Kroll, and I know pretty much
for being the hero of Australia.
You're talking about the number 3 listened to podcast in the world. So they want to come down on me? Hey, they put my picture on the freaking last fucking goddamn FFG article. Actually, I've made 4 FFG pictures, if I'm counting right. So, yeah, if they want to have a problem with me, go ahead, bring it.
Fucking hell.
They think they're gonna stop OCX tailgating at Worlds. We figured out what constitutes the stopping OCX. Whatever, it's out there. But hey, anyway, the main goal is OCX has the Oceanic crew taken care of. So if you guys need anything, we got you. In fact, fuck it, Montana.
Yeah.
Montana, you have to do more things.
Have you run all of the challenge coins?
Yep.
See, what you're saying is you have room for like 2 more.
Look at his face.
Not saying
Yeah, you do.
No, it's okay. Anyone who wants the challenge coin,
that's
join the Patreon.
That's the look like, fuck you. God, yes, I do. For a good cause, I do. Right? God damn it, Jeremiah Johnson. Just give me a yes or no.
You're going to have to convince the wife. That's not so easy.
Hey, you know what? We're coming up next year, and I will convince the wife. So,
sounds good.
Mark, you can not you.
Oh,
the important Mark. Next year, buddy, or the next 6 months or so, you'll be getting OCX challenge coins.
Hey, next year we're all coming to Worlds, Coach.
Oh, well then we don't have to ship them.
I'm trying to get as many Australians to Worlds next year as I can. Hopefully, now that they've got their own week for X-Wing, they don't do that stupid fucking lottery again, and we can all just buy tickets and know whether we can go.
You know what? That was the best thing they did. They announced it, and it says, "This is when it's happening," and you're like, "Fuck it." Even if I didn't win anything, I'm still going because the OCX is going to be holding a huge fucking tournament. There's going to be a lot of good prizes, and everyone should show up to that. So I want to first of all direct everyone who's listening tonight and listening in the future or the past. I don't know how to really put that one. Renegade Squadron Podcast. Check them out because They got our boy Mark on there, and we abide by him. So you should abide the Renegade Squadron Podcast Radio podcast.
While we're telling people what to do, this weekend is the ATC. The Twitch stream will be on, I think it's General Games. I think that's the name of the Twitch, is just General Games.
Okay.
You should get on there and find it and watch the ATC, because it'll be superstars playing superstars all weekend.
Can you?
Oh, and West Australia.
Can you link me that link to their Twitch?
I will find it and I'll post it in the groupies page.
There you go, and then I'll put it on the OC Games page, and we'll spread that thing around. Mark, so it was good talking to you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Hey, Uncle Mark, it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Hey, Mark, hang in there. Padre
As much
shipping
as I love
stuff.
Rev, as much as we love Padre, he's not you.
I'm much
No
taller.
replacing Uncle Mark.
I'm much taller.
Speaking of OCX 2.0, you guys might need to be scheduling the first weekend in August together. Just a little heads up. That's Gen Con. That's Gen Con.
Right.
Never mind. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it.
Sweet as. Oh, boys, I'm out. I have to go back to work.
Good night, bud. Or
Later.
good afternoon, mate.
Take it easy.
See you,
Good
bud.
tomorrow.
Peace.
That was fun. You know, I'm supposed to be following this up with AJ.
She's on her way to the airport.
Why is she on the airport? What the fuck?
Maybe she's going to go play games tomorrow over on a big island.
On my way to the airport. Meeting ran late. I'm free in about 25 minutes. Still awake. If not next time. She has whatever. AJ, next time, buddy. Next time, honey. I like to call her honey. 'Cause, she's a lady, and that's what I call ladies. So, AJ, we will see you next week after you have won the ANZTC. Did I get that right? Whatever.
Close enough.
It's good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 15 minutes, I think, to discuss whatever John Montana wants to discuss.
That would be a bed.
Shout outs.
Hello. Little
So
blanket.
I guess we're going right to shout outs, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Wait. Let me check the chat here. Chat, this is your one and only time. We got 15 minutes. I want to know what you guys want us to talk about. We got 15 minutes. And then we'll do shout outs. And then
Should I just bring my pillow out here?
yes, I think if you had your pillow up against your head.
You look like Sloot.
Yes, you're it's like Kyle never was even off the show. Ooh, wait. Well, the problem with the chat is we have to wait 30 seconds for the time delay, but this is coming. It's coming. It's not coming. All right.
Chattis, interrupt us.
For the next 2 minutes, we're going to discuss how bad of a host Ryan Farmer is. Go.
You can't read cards?
Montana? That's a legit statement. I mean, absolute silence. Because really, how are you supposed to support Ryan Farmer? I really don't know.
I'm arranging my pillows.
Okay.
I don't have time for this.
What is your honest to God thoughts of Ryan the Moisture Farmer?
I like him as a host. He does pretty decent.
Wrong answer. I'm cutting you off. He is an abomination to the title of podcast host. He, one, does not know how to pronounce anything. Two, for some reason, he stays sober throughout the entire podcast. I don't know how that happens as a host. Three, man, he just lets D Yoon roll all over him.
That's the best part of the show.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Because I know Ryan, and he is a stalwart, like, stand-up guy. And I feel like there might be some, like, internal abuse going on between the dragon and the moisture. Like, I feel like he gets beaten every time before the show starts.
I'm pretty sure you're just jealous.
I am pretty jealous. We did have a question: is what do you want to fly in 2.0? Uncle Mark, what do you want to fly in 2.0?
Bob.
Is Bob going to be the same Bob as it is now?
Have no
I'm not
idea.
sure.
I don't think. Maybe. All right. That's
I don't
cool.
know. I don't know. Y wings,
Wow.
X wings. Actually, I'm looking forward to the B wings again. I can't wait to bring them back out on the table.
Yeah, that will be fun.
Montana, what are you wanting to bring out in 2.0?
I'm definitely going to be flying Guri. Got a nice little bump for 2.0. Probably also going to be flying Fen. Flown him a lot. Got used to him. I really like him. And he's really good, especially in 2.0. And then I don't know what we're going to have for a third ship in there, but definitely Guri, Fen, something.
Okay. So the chat just came up with an interesting idea. Farmer versus coach at Gen Con.
I'm going to bet on Farmer.
And no, that's totally fine. But I want to turn this into a charity event. Does that sound weird?
Not weird. It's just not going to happen.
I think this will happen.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna happen.
Let's go for it.
Thursday night, Farmer and I will play one game of 2.0. He will choose his he'll choose his charity. I'll choose mine. And we'll see how much money we can raise.
Sounds good to me.
Who's the bookie? I mean, who's the person collecting?
Ricky.
Oh, bad choice.
There you go.
Bad
Ricky.
choice.
Ricky.
No,
Calvin,
the Pirate Lord.
no, the
Calvin
pirate lord.
Tiberius. All right, that's
Here's
it.
all this money for charity. I really hope it gets there.
Smack is thrown down. Calvin Tiberius is the bookie. He will make sure, and he will be the judge. He will be the judge.
Oh,
Ryan Farmer versus Aaron Kroll. I will pick my charity, and he will pick his. And next week,
so can I be
week,
can I be your corner man?
Sure. Next week we will announce a GoFundMe or something like that. And it will be the money collected will go towards one of our charities. And it will be a yes. Okay, this is happening. All right. I'll talk to Ryan tomorrow and I'll see if he's up for it. And then we will get the party started, I guess, as Sir Mix-a-Lot or whatever he said got it started. Okay. Best 2 out of 3? Oh. No. I think it's gonna be one match. And it'll be, I mean, obviously it'll be 2.0, and it will be obviously the threat cards. So I'll have all right. This is getting way behind. This is gonna happen, but I have to talk to Farmer. We'll see how this goes. All right. Shout outs. Uncle Mark.
Shout outs. Hornet Squadron, thanks for having me on. It was a good time. You just got to get Montana on to get the clean sweep of the, I guess in Chicago too, to get the clean sweep of the OCX. Red Raccoon, Saturday. That's where the store championship is that I'll be participating in. The Illinois the Illinois players, Central Illinois players, will all be there. Tyler and Will and Johannes and Harold and Matthew and all the guys from around here. It'll be a good time. Good venue. And shout outs. It's just good to be back. Missed you guys. I've listened to all the episodes. I've taken notes. This will be fun. I can't wait for the new laptop to get here and see if it fixes any of these problems. And we'll see. That's it. And where the hell are you, Kyle? And where the hell are you, Chico? Hope you guys are okay.
Yep, that's going to be my shout out. Shout out to the missing co-hosts. I sincerely hope you guys are not in a ditch somewhere. Hope to see you next week.
I'm gonna anti-shout out those motherfuckers. This is bullshit, but whatever.
Shout in.
I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna shout out to all of the new podcasts that are coming up, guys. I wish you the best of luck. I really, really do. Work hard at it. Don't just treat it as a fun project. Don't treat it as I want to be famous in X-Wing. If you want to be famous in X-Wing and you want to create a podcast, it's gonna take a lot of work, guys. It's gonna take a lot of work. I want to thank my 2 co-hosts tonight, Mark and John Montana, because I am going to thank them on behalf of you, the listeners, because otherwise it would have been a straight-up me show, and nobody wants that. Maybe a few people want that, but nobody in large general wants just a coach show. So I want to thank you guys for being on. Mark, for you actually fucking showing up.
And trying to stay showed up.
And you showed up. And Montana, Mom, we always love you, buddy. We just don't get to pronounce our love for you. So thank you for being on the show, Mom.
No problem. Do I get to close it out like the old days?
You get to close it out, buddy.
Oh, I have to remember what I say. Guys, if you have any suggestions, please email ocxradio@gmail.com. If you have any list submissions that we can make fun of on the air, that is also ocxradio@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening.
And I'm going to give the Yub-Nub shout out to none other than the man who hasn't done it in a long time. Not you old bastard.
Well, he hasn't done it longer than I have.
He has what?
I was just on a podcast like 2
Well,
weeks
then, fuck. I don't know. Let
ago.
chaos reign and everybody else start it.
Yub nub.
You la
Nub.
Nub nub.
Diggity.
Bub bub
Da-dee-da-ba.
bub bub.
There, I sang on the live stream. You all happy?
There you go. Now everyone should be happy. Now it is time for the shit show, and you all have 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, to plug your questions in. After
I guess
that, we're
we-
done.
I don't need Audacity, I guess.
We don't need Audacity. Well,
Delete.
Yeah, we can.
I gotta pull the YouTube audio. Yeah, I made Jerry happy.
Stop.
Who's even watching still?
Well, we
14
have 14 viewers, so
Not too
somebody's
bad.
going to have a question. And it's going to be super weird. And like you guys realize we're off the air. Well, we're on the air now, but nobody's going to watch us for this long. So
Probably.
questions.
Looks like nobody cares.
Hey, what episode is this?
I'll
Is
kick it off. What
Six-
kind of underwear does Uncle Mark wear?
Oh, we know this, don't we? Whitey tighties.
That's right, because the boys need to stay where the boys need to stay.
Well, I thought maybe in the year and a half we've been on the air, it would have changed.
No way. That's an ancient form of birth control.
How many children does Montana want to have?
4.
What?
So one more.
What episode is this?
62? 61? I don't know. 60 something. That's kind of crazy. We're in the
Oh.
60s.
Padre says, do you think 2.0 has been too long to come out?
No, I think 2.0 had perfect timing. I think everybody was like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. 2.0. I think it had really good timing, actually. What was Coach going
Mark?
to say about it?
Mark,
Yes. What?
what do you think?
About 2.0? I don't know. It's fine. I'm just tired of them teasing us and giving us tidbits that we already know. What Padre said last week. That's kind of how I feel.
I don't think that was an answer, but I'll answer. No, I thought the announcement was a terrible idea. Absolute terrible idea.
I'm pretty sure we would have lost a lot more players if it just kept going the way it was.
I would have made an announcement at Gen Con.
I don't know. I like releasing at Gen Con. You know, that's a kind of a staple, a thing they do all the time.
I know, but they would have released it at Gen Con.
Oh, released
Like-
and announced?
Like, total fucking, like, cold cock everyone. Be like, hey, guess what? 2.0 at Gen Con, and it's at the booth. And just see
Yeah,
the
that would have been pretty insane.
Just see the fucking pandemonium that would have happened. I thought that would have been great. I thought that would have been great because, to tell you the truth, so Wave 14 helped revitalize store championships, but not that much. Now, would we have seen nonstop Fen ghosts? Probably. So maybe they did issue it at the right time, but I'm issuing as mainly a content provider. Man, did that suck. Wow. That sucked. Especially when Bella Boss Souls pretty much previewed everything. Like, all right, great. What the fuck are we going to do till September? kind of a thing. But whatever.
Yeah, that is a good point. It is a long time between announcement and release. But I don't know. I still don't. X-Wing was just kind of a dark place. You know,
X-Wing was in a very dark place. And did it make me all warm and fuzzy inside at Worlds? Are like, hey, it's 2.0. No, it didn't. It made me feel worse.
I'm thinking. I think the direction that they're taking this, where they're only allowing certain ships to be played in certain tournaments at this time, is a negative. There's too many people out there that have paid for the ships they love and have flown in 1.0, and they're saying, "Hey, we're going to have this great big tournament." Oh well, you're limited to first wave. Which okay, that was fine 6 years ago, because we didn't have anything else to look at. We just had the 4 ships, or in our case, at 2013, we had what, 6 ships.
It was a bad reveal. I'm gonna go with this. It was a bad reveal. Worlds was not the time to reveal 2.0. It wasn't. It was absolutely the worst time.
I could agree with that. If they had waited till immediately after Worlds, that would have been better. But yeah, like right before Worlds, that was pretty weird timing.
That was bad. That was bad. But whatever. It's FFG. They don't necessarily know what it is to be a gamer, and I don't blame them about it. But fucking own up every once in a while. So, was that my shout out? Because that wasn't a shout out.
No, we are done with the podcast. These are
we're done with the podcast.
Questions.
Okay, shout out to I want to shout out to Chico and Kyle. I want to shout out to them because fuck you, motherfuckers. I can do this on my own. So you guys just window treatments. I'm the reason they walk in the door. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the OCX Radio Podcast. Joining me, and I would like to all thank John Montana, first of all.
Yay.
That's what I was looking for. And back from the dead, the one and the only Uncle Mark Tippett.
What is happening right now?
I'm closing the show.
We're time warping, man. Warping.
We already closed the show out,
closed the show.
Oh. Well, then all of you listening are
we a little while ago, dude.
Never mind.
Man,
go to bed.
Are you sure you don't need to pay Kyle $50?
I don't. I do not drink 1 ounce of hard liquor on this show.
Kyle wasn't here to witness
Not
this.
saying I'm not going to dip into that 1400 like the minute this screen goes dark, but it's their own fucking fault. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the OCX Radio Podcast. I'm pretty sure this was not a new venture for most of you. If it was a new venture for you, it doesn't get any better.
You're still watching.
I can't believe you're still watching, and it doesn't get any better. This is us. This is we're gonna give it to you straight on, and as you know,
we're gonna get another beer.
Just fuck it. Nobody's watching it. Well, 13 people are apparently. Hey, we're beating Gold Squadron podcast. So fuck you, Dion. If you've watched this long, good for you. So you know I love you, but we have 13 viewers. You had 7 when you ended the podcast last night. So I guess we got that going for us, everybody. We're better than Gold Squadron.
Sometimes.
Woo! Most times. I'm going to go with most times. Got him. Good night, everyone. OCX out. As soon as I figure out how to press this